Have you ever walked into a cafe, awkwardly tripped, and immediately thought that everybody saw? Congratulations, you are human. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect, and it's the main reason why we as humans care so deeply about how people think of us. In this video, we'll talk about why our brains do it, how social media kind of turn it into a lifestyle, and how we can fix the problem. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I'm a psychology student based in Switzerland, and here we use psychology to understand more, to grow, and to live with purpose. Let's start this video with a small history lesson. In 2000, researchers at Cornell conducted an experiment. Students had to wear an embarrassing t-shirt to a classroom, and they guessed how many people around them would notice. They guessed about 50% would. In reality, it was only 23%. The takeaway is that we dramatically overestimate how others pay attention to us, and yet the illusion shapes our self-esteem, our anxiety, and even how we use social media. Add today's constant exposure, cameras here and there, feeds, followers, the need to be perfect, and the spotlight effect kind of becomes a lifestyle. Today we call it main character energy, but I think it's very important that we talk about when self-awareness ends and when self-consciousness around the clock starts. There's this term called the egocentric bias, meaning that we as humans interpret all the information around us always through our own relevance to kind of keep track what could be important, what could potentially harm us. So it keeps us safe. While that is technically a good thing, it also leads to the fact that we all see ourselves as the protagonists and everyone around us is kind of a supporting role. On top, according to the Looking Glass self theory, link is in the description, we form our identities based on how others perceive us, how we think others see us, rather than how we see ourselves, and that's it. Going a bit back in time, these others would be close friends, family, maybe your neighborhood. Due to the internet, social media, now it's basically the whole world. Every like, view, and comment kind of is a mini mirror that shows us who we are. It's not vanity, it's self-presentation theory. We manage impressions kind of like actors manage stages. And there's a twist. The more we try to be authentic, the less authentic we really feel. It's basically the gap between our real selves and our ideal, our old selves. The bigger the gap, the more discomfort we experience. Every influencer caption, every day in my life video, although I think I have one of those on the channel, skip that, kind of presents us and tells us, look, this is the version you could be, but you're not yet there. Meaning we kind of chase this ideal image, we stage a performance, and we kind of lose our authentic selves in the process. I would dare to say that living the performance or living in that self-created spotlight is tiring. Social anxiety feels like lag for a reason. Your mental CPU is basically juggling a conversation on the one hand and on the other hand kind of monitoring how your spotlight level is at the moment. Inside the brain, this shows up as hyperactivity in the so-called default mode network, which is basically the system that lights up when we think about ourselves. Meanwhile, we can see that areas tied to empathy or giving attention to others quiet down. We literally see less of the world while we're busy monitoring and looking out on ourselves. This constant rumination is most likely linked to anxiety, depression, and so on. So how do we fix the problem? How can we actually escape this main character spotlight effect? We firstly start by trying to shift our attention outwards. Studies on the so-called mindfulness attention training show that focusing on external details actually lowers self-referential thought. Meaning in practice, the next time you, for example, enter a room feeling a bit nervous, try to intentionally seek out at least 3 details, external details of this set room. That can be the color of somebody's shoes, the sound of the AC in the room, or that can be the plant that stands in the corner. We learned before that attention is a zero-sum game, meaning the more attention we give away to the outer world, the less space we have to actually put it on ourselves, which is quite good for us. Furthermore, you can practice self-distancing. Hear me out, it's a bit weird, I can tell you at first, but it works. In 2014, a team at the University of Michigan found that talking to yourself in the third person actually has the potential to reduce emotional distress. Meaning, in practice again, instead of saying, oh, I'm so nervous right now, you can say, you're nervous right now. It really, really helps you to step out of the scene and see it, not star in it. Above all, we can try to embrace imperfection. There's an effect which is really interesting called the pratfall effect. We actually tend to find other people more sympathetic if we just witnessed a small mistake they made, which kind of indicates that our flaws make us relatable, while perfection actually makes us a bit suspicious of others. So when you spill your coffee next time, or you mispronounce a word, or whatever happens, it's actually a sign of authenticity, and other people will like you more. Keep that in mind. And last but not least, reframe your own questioning. Meaning you can shift, for example, before a social event, from how will they see me to how do I want to feel after I did this. It's a really small pivot that changes your whole perspective from seeking validation to a more experience-based approach. Life at that moment, I think, stops to be a performance and rather evolves into a collection of moments that you truly and happily lived through. And that's also why I think the main character track loosens a bit, not by rejecting any kind of attention, but by redistributing it from the attention on me to an attention on meaning. I think the most important step is to just notice when we are in that spotlight thinking, and in the moment do something about it. Every time you catch it, gently shift your attention outwards. It's called attention retraining, and I think we all can do that in our daily lives. Add a pinch of self-compassion, meaning seeing yourself as your friend rather than a critic. And then after all, try to let imperfection breathe. Post bad, unfiltered photos. Speak freely before you have the whole sentence perfectly figured out. And with a bit of time, you slowly start to reconnect with a purpose, meaning your own purpose. This process, this transformation, let's say, I think it's not dramatic, it's quiet. It's something that can take months, years, even decades to reach the point where you not feel like a performer anymore, but more like a participant. And of course, the spotlight will not magically disappear. It's something that is kind of embedded in our human being. But I think it widens until it catches everything around you. You'll start noticing other people's small fears and also see their stage lights kind of flicker. Empathy returns, connection returns if we try, and we no longer need to be seen to feel real. So the world isn't watching you, it's with you, and maybe that's what freedom actually is. In the end, escaping the main character energy, it's not about deleting social media, although some of us should, or avoiding attention. It's about you remembering that you're a scene in something larger. It's not the spotlight that counts, it's the whole story itself. So, go ahead, spill some coffee, mispronounce some words the audience left ages ago.